All right, the 5 for 5, still on day 1, and we're on to part 3 here. So for part 3, we're trying to evaluate this integral. And if you notice, this looks like a u substitution problem, but the u here, what we would make our u, is linear. So we're going to use our little trick here, where if the u is going to be linear, we just have to remember to do 1 over the slope out front. So our slope of this linear function is -2. So we're going to do 1 over -2 out front. And then the antiderivative of f prime is just going to be f. So we've got f of that 3 minus 2x. And then this isn't just minus 4 anymore. It's going to be minus 4x because we're doing an antiderivative, not a derivative. And then we're going to evaluate this going from -1 to 0, which means we're going to plug in 0 first. And be careful, it doesn't always turn into 0 here. This is f of 3. And then minus 4 times 0 would be minus 0. So that part goes away. Then we subtract. And we plug in -1. So we get -1/2 f of 5 plus 4. There we go. And then you can circle this. No, you can't circle this because we have to find what these values are. F of 3. Our f of 3 is 2. So we got -1/2 times 2. Then this negative, be careful, you distribute it here. So this turns into plus 1/2. F of 5 is -2. And then instead of plus 4, it'll be minus 4. This you could circle for your answer because it's a numeric value. But if we find it, we get -1, -1, -4, so I get -6 would be probably the answer you'd write down, but this is where I would encourage you to actually stop.